I like to think of the 5 as part of the u term. Then I don't have to worry about parentheses. And then here's my v term. So ready for derivative. Product rule says do u prime. So the 5 is a multiplier, so I just carry it along. Now I have to do, I've got an inside, outside power rule, or chain rule, with the power being first. The power's on the outside, so the 2 comes down, times by the inside, the 1 less power, so we need that. Now times the derivative of the inside. Inside is a trig function with an angle. So there's 2 things to do. So trig function first, derivative of sine is cosine, times by the derivative of the angle, which is 3. So all of that was just u prime. I still have to multiply by the v, because that's part of the product rule. Plus, I'm on the second part of the product rule, where I need to keep the first term the same. That's 5 sine 3x squared. And then I need the derivative of the second term, which is this cosine to the 4th. So I start on the outside. The 4 comes down. Line here, 4 times the cosine of 2x cubed. So we must power it now the inside. Trig function with an angle. Derivative of cosine is a negative sign. Doing the same times the derivative of the angle, which is 2. So all of that is attached on down there. Just go away on the row. So simplifying in the first basket, we've got a 5 times a 2 times a 3. That will give me 30. There's only that sine 3x. I don't need parentheses because it's only to the first power. Cosine 3x and cosine 2x are different from each other. Now the second basket, I've got a 5 times a 4 times a negative 1 times a 2. So that's 20, negative 20, negative 40, and minus 40. We've got a sine 3x squared, there's a sine 2x, those don't combine. Squared. Or I could not put the parentheses and put the little square back here. Cosine 2x cubed and sine 2x. And again, there's no, I don't think any need to factor the ones with the trig functions in because then they usually don't combine anyway. So we're only going to factor the ones that have no trig functions, that don't have trig functions. All product rules say. So f of x equals x to the 4th sine x. Okay. You have to realize this is a product rule, so you've got an x to the 4th multiplied by a sine x. X term times x term, product rule. So the u is the x to the 4th. The v is the sine x. So we're ready for derivative. Derivative says do u prime. So that's just this derivative. Forget about the sine x. So that'll be 4x cubed. Multiply by the v. Plus, keep the u the same. Now multiply by the derivative of the v. The derivative of the v, derivative of sine is cosine. The derivative of x is a 1. And we're not in the factor. Let's go back to a little more work. Y equals x to the 8th times the quantity, 3x plus 7 to the 9th. So this, because there's no trig functions in here, we will do the factoring at the end of the basket. Okay, x to the 8th, that's an x term, multiplied by another x term. So that's a u times a v, so that's product rule. So the derivative, let's take the derivative of your u term, that'll be 8x to the 7th. Keeps the v the same. Plus, now we keep the u the same, and multiply by the derivative of the v. Again, inside, outside. And multiply, 9 comes down, quantity stays the same, but reduce the power by 1. Now the inside derivative, 3x, the derivative is 3, 7's derivative is 0. So let's see, only thing, leave this one exactly the same. This one is not absolutely necessary. You could jump right into the factoring. I would just simplify and multiply the 9 times the 3 here and get 27. X to the 8th, 3x plus 7. Okay, remember, think baskets. There's 2 big baskets here. This one's a basket, added to this second basket. So what you do is you take out the most you can from both baskets. The same amount, that's the highest amount. So we're factoring. I've got an 8 and a 27. I don't think they have any factors in common. 2, 4, nothing. X's. I think of this as 7 x's. Think of this as 8. So the most I can take from both of them is x to the 7. And now I've got this quantity, this 3x plus 7. I've got 9 of those in this basket, 8 of them here. So the most I can take from both baskets is 8. Now you put your biology squared brackets to say this is what's left in my basket now. I still have an 8 left in this basket. X to the 7th, I took all of them out there, so there's none of those left in the basket. I had 9 of these, but I took 8 out, so there's 1 of these left. Now plus what's left in the second basket. The whole 27 is still there. I had x to the 8th, think of that as 8 x's. Took out 7, so that leaves me an x. I had 8 of these 3x plus 7. I took out all 8, so there's none of them left. Now the simplifying means I can usually simplify with the baskets or bring these together. If you distribute, it'll give you 24x plus 56 plus 27x, and then what combines are your x's. 51x plus 56. Again, squared to rounded doesn't matter. Keep them squared. It's all good. X to the 7th, 3x plus 7 to the 8th. And there it is. We'll try one more. I'll be good. Put it in 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep. Here we go. P equals 7x minus 4 to the 9th is the cosine of 3x. Again, you have to be able to pick up on the fact that you have to follow the product rule here because you've got an x term multiplied by another x term. It's product rule. The u is that quantity. The v is this one. So we're ready for product rule derivative. We need u prime. Inside, outside, start here. Power rule. 9. Inside stays the same. The 1 less power. times the inside. Derivative here is a 7. Derivative here is 0. Okay, that's all u prime times by the v. Plus, keep this the same. 7 Now v prime. So it's a trig function. So we've got derivative of cosine is negative sine of this exact same angle. Multiply by derivative of the angle and the 3. Should put a time there so we'll go through the correct. Okay, simplifying. The only thing here, we got the 9 and the 7 for a 63. This quantity is still here. Here we're going to have a 3 times a negative 1, so it'll be minus 3. 7x minus 4 to the 8. And I believe he's going to leave, the author's going to leave this answer here, so when you're checking, if it does happen to factor, let's just practice one more time the factoring. In basket, take out the most you can. So looking at the constant, 63 and 3, I know I can take a 3 out. Got 8 of these and 9 of them over here, so I can take 8 of them out. And then a cosine and a sine, I can't take any of them out, they're not the same. So now, square brackets, what's left in each basket? Well, 63 divided by 3 leaves to 21. All 8 of those are out of the basket. There's none left in here. We've got a cosine 3x. Minus. The 3 is out in front. That's not left. We've got 8 of those. I had 9. I still have one of these left. And I still have the sine 3x. And it makes absolutely no sense to distribute this in here because nothing in here is going to combine with each other. These two terms are going to have sines. If you've got a cosine, it is going to be the same. So that's it. For assignment, written over here, page 134, 1 through 17 odd. You can check them. 21, and then 32 and 33.